Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another game dev update video. First off, I hope you enjoyed the Halloween update. As of November 10th, which would have been a few days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, the promotional period for the season ended. So unfortunately you can't access those items and accessories anymore. So I hope you were able to find everything you wanted, although I'm pretty sure some of you found them all within a few hours after release anyway. So today I wanted to focus a little bit more on Soda Dungeon 2, since that's usually what I get asked most about these days. As usual, we don't have a ton to show, but I had a few interesting bits that I wanted to cover, and that's also why the recording format is a little different today. I'm using my webcam, and I have this set up through my streaming software, so I can actually switch to a running version of the game to show you guys more directly. As always, I really like to emphasize that anything you see on the video here is definitely a work in progress. The art is a real mixed bag right now. Some of the art is complete placeholder. Some of the art is just upscaled sprites from the old game. Some of the art actually is finalized, but this is especially true for the user interface, because that tends to be one of the final things we actually finalize, because it's subject to change a lot during the development of the game. All right, let's go ahead and pop open the game here. Let's see, switch over to the scene view. Alright, just a few things to cover here. First, I kind of wanted to just, I mentioned this on Twitter, but I wanted to bring up the big numbers again. So as you guys probably know or remember, in Soda Dungeon 1, gold is capped at 1.5 billion, and once you hit that mark, you earn a cap. And so we're still rethinking that system, but for the meantime, we do not have a cap on gold in the game in Soda Dungeon. So I put a little test function in, so you can see down in the lower left here, I have it set up to just continually double my gold, and you can see it goes up through the millions, we go into the billions, we go into the trillions, quadrillions, so on and so forth. If you're familiar with playing Clicker Heroes, it's a similar sort of notation with the small Q for quadrillion, large Q for quintillion. You've got sextillion, septillion, octillion, nonillion, all the way up to 1 decillion, which is sort of insane. I honestly have no idea if you're going to realistically be able to earn that much in this game, but I just have it set up for that just in case. If you do happen to pass 1 decillion, you will end up with scientific notation numbers. So this could be dangerous to let the gold go this high. I don't really know yet. I just know that we're planning to let it happen. So that's just one of the things we have to get figured out. So if we keep it this way, we would most likely do away with caps as the gold conversion currency, but I'm pretty sure we'd still keep them in the game as some kind of alternate currency as well. A little small thing I wanted to show here was the separate sliders for music and sound effects. Obviously this is it's nothing huge, it's a pretty simple feature, but it's just something that was requested a lot in the first game that was not properly put in place to begin with, and so it made it very difficult to go back and kind of actually separate out all those different sounds. So from the ground up this time, you can change music and sound effects independently, and I think a lot of people will be happy about that. You may have also noticed the party button down here looks a little different, or it looks much smaller, and that's because, and again, this is very temporary art on the sides here, this is just sort of a proof of concept, but the way we have it set up is that the old party button was a lot more restricting, and had, the graphic actually only ever had 5 slots in it. So we decided to make it easier on ourselves, and just in case we ever want to add more characters to the game, the party button at the bottom will just grow and shrink based on the number of party members that you have. So if I go in here and hire a new person, it pops up and now it's 2. And, pretty much from here it looks the same as the old game. I can't say that we're planning to do more than 5 characters, but if we do, the option is there. Okay, so I just popped over to a different save file here, and just another thing I wanted to show you, another simple little thing is that we have new character portraits. So in the last game, whenever a character spoke, not that there was a lot of dialogue, but when they spoke, we pretty much just used a scaled up version of their face. But Pox is actually planning to draw character specific portraits for all the dialogue this time, which I think is pretty cool. And that's just to sort of show you guys that as we go along, we're really trying to look at every little, even the smallest details, and try to improve them in some way. And the last thing I kind of wanted to cover is the quest system, which is probably my favorite new addition. So as you talk to the tavern owner here, you saw quest complete up at the top, and if we exit here, a new quest pops up, and this one says adventure awaits. Escort the soda junkie on his first dungeon trip. Complete 1 trips with the soda junkie, and reward of 10 gold, and accept it. And so up in the top right, I actually can't open my quest log, so let me go through the dungeon real quick here. This should be pretty quick. But the idea is that with quests, they offer us a more directed way to sort of put the tutorial in the game. So instead of really relying on a lot of like message windows and arrows and stuff like that, which we'll still have, it's easier to sort of compress those aspects into a quest and give the player a small reward for them. So it makes it more enticing to actually want to complete quests in your log. And personally, I'm just a fan of doing quests in games anyway, so that was that. So when you're out of the dungeon, up in the top right, you'll have a little quest icon scroll here with a little number that will show you how many quests that you have completed but have not claimed rewards for. So you can open it up and sorry, I think my webcam is blocking it a little bit, but you can go through your list here, and if you've completed a quest, you'll get the little red exclamation mark on there, and so you can click on it. Each quest will have the little check boxes that tick off when you complete something. If you complete part of a quest without completing the whole quest, you'll get a little notification at the top that will say quest updated. If you complete the quest, you'll get a quest complete notification, and then you can just go into here and claim them. And you can see that just adds gold to your total down here. As we put more quests in the game, we can come up with a variety of rewards. There will be gold rewards, there could be item rewards, there could be other currency rewards. It's hard to say, but that's where we're at with it right now. So obviously we have a lot more in store for the game than just those features. I just focused on them for this video because they're the ones currently in the game that work and people have asked for, so I thought it would be fun to show off even just a few small things like that. So probably one of the major problems we face with showing people stuff from this game is that we don't really want to spoil anything. I think Pox has already created a couple hundred brand new sprites for the game, but a lot of those are enemies, they're new weapons, boss characters, and if we just show them to you, it's not very fun because part of the experience of the game is playing through and finding things. So, we've definitely already shown some stuff through the early screenshots, some of the concept art we put up. But I do want to say that if you are interested in seeing more artwork from the game, follow us on Twitter. The month of December, currently I'm planning for the first 25 days of December leading up to Christmas, is that each day on our Twitter account I want to post a new, brand new sprite from Soda Dungeon 2 that hasn't been seen yet. Or at least most people haven't seen. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. I want to kind of get people excited for the new game, and Pox has made so many amazing sprites already that I want to show some of them off. But I think that's about it for now, so I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll catch you in a future update.